Oh,
Domination.
interesting. It's a combination of pairs. It is B and D, which is bondage and discipline. D and S, dominance and submission. S and M, sadism, masochism. That's clever.
Okay,
That's really clever. Holy shit.
I just learned that at work.
Huh.
That was part of my official training.
Those things were like a term that you hear a lot.
BDDSSM Resident Evil 7, folks. We're
Welcome
back
to the
on
BDSM
pad.
There it is. I was waiting for that.
Survive until dawn in the BDDSM pad dungeon.
That was good. You did good.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh my god.
Give me a knife, give me a gun, give me a shotgun, machine.
There we go, the EDM pad.
The EDM
pad.
I like how you just did the Inception song.
EDSM. I mean, that's EDM.
I love the fact that like all of the music in that movie is one song.
By Skrillex?
Just like it's literally one song stretched and squashed.
Is it really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
So it's like this classical piece, and the BWOM is literally just a tuba hit from that song, but it's stretched out and slowed down.
That's like there's Evil Coop's theme in new Twin Peaks. The Return is actually like a fairly like poppy, like two girls that liked Lenny Kravitz song.
Yeah.
But just like slowed down.
Oh God.
Did they like Lenny Kravitz?
Even the name of the song is American Woman.
But it's not the same song.
It's not the same song, but like it sounds so inspired by, I don't know, maybe it's just because they're a mixed race duo. And he's a mixed race man.
American Woman.
I wish that was Evil Coop's theme.
Oh my God.
American Woman. Come on, mama, let me be.
I should probably equip something.
Oh man. Oh, Rick, this is actually hilarious.
Too. I didn't realize.
I don't want to see your shadow no
Lindsay,
more.
CJ, and I were talking about this at our apartment the other day.
Yeah.
There have been some apparent comments on some videos that make it clear that newer viewers are actually being confused by our introductions.
Yes, I saw that. Yes.
And it's cracking
The
me up.
BCDSM pad?
Probably. But
No,
no. Every time we introduce ourselves as other people.
I never say that I'm
right.
CJ.
And
Never.
so, like, someone said something about, like, someone being loud, and then someone was like, oh, and it was, like, about, I think it was about CJ. I might have said that
I was
I
probably
CJ that
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and I said I was Lindsay.
I think,
Yeah.
but, like,
Which could
they
be a
just
man's name.
couldn't
That can
figure
be a
it
man's
up.
name.
Yeah. No, I think it was a CJ Felice thing, and no one knows what Felice is.
Could be
Happy?
a man's name.
It's Felice.
CJ could be a girl's name.
Yeah, I know a girl CJ.
I know a lot of black CJ girls.
Yeah. What is that? I feel like all CJs I know are black, even male ones, except for you.
Well, you know we all black when the lights go out.
That's my favorite thing about you. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Wow. I'm
don't have
just
to be.
gonna slide.
You don't
that
have to
down.
be.
We could just leave that open-ended like
I
Twin
love
Peaks.
you.
Now, woman.
This is round 2, right? I really stopped paying attention for a second.
What?
American woman.
This is round 2? Second wave?
I don't know, man. I'm singing
11,
my American
12.
Woman cover in falsetto.
I know, it's really distracting.
So good.
Got my important things to do, then spend my time growing old with you. Now,
So-
woman.
I know that we made the joke way, way earlier on in Nightmare, but the clicking of the hours always makes me think of 24. Did you guys ever check out when back when the show was huge?
Nope.
Kiefer Sutherland was the guy, right?
Yes, Kiefer
Yeah.
Sutherland. Yep. The for the first like 2 maybe 3 seasons in the lead up to the season finale, they would do a 23-hour marathon of the entire of that entire season up to that point, and essentially played out what is
Did I buy
more
a
or less a
corrective?
real time.
No, this is
24
season-long
hour,
thing,
yeah. That's crazy.
Granted, there's a lot of liberties taken with that because there's only so much that can be done in that amount of time. But like, I just thought that was like a cool. It's a cool framing device to start with of a story that takes place in 24 hours.
But I like
Yeah.
that they did the lead-in marathon.
Right.
Yeah.
It's something that I feel would probably kind of lost in like a DVD version because You don't have commercials, so it's gonna be like beep, beep, and it's like, oh shit, it's 3:32:12, and then you come back and it's 3:35:17. You're like, oh,
That's
yeah, I guess I
actually
lost a
really
couple
funny
minutes.
to think about.
Right? Like,
So wait, the show accounted for.
Commercials.
it did, yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I never watched 24.
Yeah.
I just know it's
Honestly,
because of
I watched
It was
the
never
first
quite
2 seasons.
exact.
I never noticed
Yeah.
that.
I did the
Well,
first
it's like
season.
they should have just been on HBO or something with no commercials.
I don't know that they ever got it exact, but I would assume that what they probably
They
did
probably
was
worked real hard on that.
well, they probably specifically worked out details on what commercials were going to air ahead of time, and specifically had an editor go in and go, these are the time codes for when you're coming back. Even if it's off from real time, we can at least line it up with compared to when we left for the commercial where everything is.
But also, think about every time you watch TV and a commercial starts,
Yeah.
and then it stops and another
I
commercial
hate
starts.
that shit.
Or like, yeah, I only hate it when it's Puppy Monkey Baby getting cut off.
it restarts the
love
same
that
commercial.
That
commercial.
was so
Well,
bad.
Like,
and then
comment,
into something
subscribe
else.
was
if
so
you
bad.
love Puppy Monkey Baby like Feli.
Like,
I don't know if I'm
comment, and
familiar with
subscribe
Puppy
if you
Monkey
think
Baby.
that is dumb as hell.
I don't
love
know. I
Puppy
don't even
Monkey
know what it
Baby.
is.
It was a Super Bowl ad, and it was the lamest thing.
It's been airing
All right,
a lot
it's
again.
1/3
because-
puppy.
Yeah.
It's
One-third
1/3
baby.
monkey.
And one-third
one-third
baby.
It's 1/3 baby.
I don't remember
Puppy
it very well, but
Monkey
I remember being
Baby.
creeped
And
out.
Baby.
he drinks
Puppy
energy
Monkey
drinks.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember being creeped out.
It's okay. It's okay. If you don't remember it, you're lucky. Your mind has scrubbed it clean.
Oh,
You're a lucky
boy.
monkey baby.
Aw, stop that.
Just worry about beating Jack.
Didn't
Yeah, you let me worry about the triple animals.
Is Jack this one?
Yes.
No, but eventually you're
No,
gonna
it
have
is.
to
If
beat
we're
Jack.
if we're past 1 o'clock, then it's Jack. Wasn't Bob the baby
No, this is round 2.
a Super Bowl thing? Yeah, round 2 is Jack.
Who's Bob
Oh, I
the
thought it was
Baby?
round 3. Crap.
Nope, he's 2 and 5.
Was that the E-Trade baby?
Yeah,
I should have
yeah.
enough to make it.
Was that Super Bowl?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it
It would
started
make
as a Super
sense.
Bowl
Trade
It would
commercial.
make
baby?
sense, but
Oh, the one that talked about
Yeah.
like trading stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was originally Super
I
Bowl.
hated it when it first came out, and I was so upset that it kept going. They made
After
a
a
movie.
while.
They made a fucking movie with that baby.
what are you talking
Yes.
about? Really?
They made a movie. Yeah, there was a movie
What was
that
it
was
called?
about that.
E-Trade the movie?
No, I'll see if I can find it. But like,
That sounds like terrible marketing for E-Trade. That's all.
E-Trade, the movie. In a world.
search Bob. Baby Bob. I think the movie was just called Baby Bob.
No way.
Oh, sorry, it
That's
wasn't a movie. It was a TV show.
No.
Oh,
way.
that's
What?
right. I do remember that.
It got it. Oh
When
no.
did they cancel it? How many episodes did it take for them to cancel that?
Oh boy, you're not gonna like my answer.
2 seasons.
See, Felice is laughing. I'm not.
No.
2 seasons.
Oh, man.
It
What-
got
what-
6 episodes in 2002. Got picked up for a second season in 2003. Its final episode was aired on the 4th of July with 3 unaired episodes
You
because
gotta
it
be
got
kidding.
canceled
And
mid-season.
Firefly
Oh.
gets canceled in 1 season?
That's
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
what? Let's see what station.
Firefly
this is on.
Yeah,
also
what
was
was it on?
CBS.
Firefly was aired in the wrong order.
I wish that you guys could have seen the face
Yeah.
I just
Really?
made.
Firefly was straight up sabotaged, man. They like knowingly didn't give half a fuck, so they aired it in the wrong order.
Yeah,
on
I feel like
purpose.
they were like, well, we know Sarah Michelle Gellar's leaving Buffy in a season or 2, and Angel's already been sold to WB, so
So
fuck
they,
Joss Whedon.
yes, they was like, nah, who gives a shit? And everyone's like, what? Wait a minute.
Nope, nope, nope.
Although, as much as I love Firefly, and in my world, there were no other live-action iterations of Firefly than the TV show Firefly.
What? The movie was fine.
I did not
I
like the
did
movie.
like the movie.
The
I
movie
liked
felt
it.
the movie felt like they went, well,
okay,
we've only
granted,
got 2
the
hours
movie
to wrap
sucks
up
if
everything.
you just watch the movie as
I know
a movie.
it's my fault, but don't spoil it. I haven't seen the movie
So,
yet.
just
Let's
one
put it this
line-
way: they
one
go out
line.
of their way to wrap as much up as they possibly
Yeah,
can in
right.
2 hours.
That
and
always
it
feels really
so
natural.
rushed. Yeah,
Yeah, no, no.
It
Yeah.
was
the movie
rushed.
is bad if you just go to the movie. Oh, like, oh, I saw the
But
trailer for this movie called Firefly.
As a
it looks
finale
good.
to the show, though, it worked.
You can't.
there
just,
wasn't a finale. It left way too many cliffhangers.
You can't just watch the
Well-
movie. You have to watch the movie after the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah,
it
you
looks-
absolutely-
sense.
Thus, the movie sucks being a movie.
Yeah. Everyone keeps clamoring for more Firefly. It's like, guys, the movie was 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And that came years after the show because people were desperate for more of the show then, too.
Well, you know, people are still clamoring for more Buffy.
Are they? Yeah.
And like,
Buffy's still... Isn't that comic still running?
yeah.
the
think
comic is
so.
still running.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, problem with Firefly is the cast isn't entirely alive anymore.
Book's dead, right?
You lost Book. Yeah,
But,
Book is
but he
dead.
died anyway, so
Wow.
it's fine.
Wait, who... The actor?
Yeah, the actor played Shepherd Book is dead.
Oh my
Like 2 years
God.
ago? Pretty recently.
Yeah, I didn't
it
know
was
about
recent.
that. That's
Why?
He seems
really
like a really good guy. I really
Here's
like
my
him.
thing: is like people still want Buffy to come back. It's like, do you really want to see David Boreanaz and James
Right?
Marsters
Oh
play
my God.
vampires who are supposed to still look like they did 10 years ago, 15
Oh,
years
God.
ago?
That's a really.
I mean, first of all, I will
fair point.
watch David Boreanaz do anything. He can do me, and I'll
He
watch.
can't be.
I like that you'd watch. I like that you would watch. That makes me so happy.
James
Oh,
Marsters
shit.
is probably like 55 though. Like even
Oh,
if
easily,
Last
yeah.
I saw, he hasn't aged a day.
yeah, but like
Maybe he's really a vampire.
He definitely didn't
look at him in season 2 of Buffy and look at James Marsters now.
I mean, even look at Marsters in
like-
season 2 of Torchwood. You can definitely see a noticeable difference. Like he
He's
doesn't
in
look
Torchwood.
old.
I will give you Marsters.
Yeah, he is.
Marsters aged better than
I haven't watched
Boreanaz.
any Torchwood. I should. I
Oh,
like Doctor Who.
Boreanaz definitely aged.
He's only in like 3, maybe 4 episodes. of Torchwood.
Marsters
He's in the
was
first 2 and the
also-
last 2.
Marsters
But
was in his
How many-
30s when
is
he
it just 2
started,
seasons?
as opposed to Boreanaz
Torchwood?
was in his early 20s.
not
That-
exactly.
that
so
is true.
So
That is true.
Torchwood's a bit of a complicated case. They
So
had
Marsters was already like pretty much full grown and just either gonna like wrinkle or not, and Boreanaz was still baby faced, and so he had a lot of baby fat to still lose.
Right.
So Torchwood had one season that was just a whole bunch of random monster of the week. It was basically a Doctor Who universe Buffy show.
I love
Really.
Okay.
Torchwood. But with sex. Lots and
There was a
lots
lot
of
of the
sex.
second episode was literally them fighting an alien that turned into a woman and killed men by having sex with them.
Yep.
I like it. I like
And it
it.
came
Oh,
from
you
Meteor.
would love it.
I like it.
But it's a
It's
fun
classy,
show.
though. It's classy.
I
Second
want them to bring
season-
back Don't Trust the Bitch in Apartment 23.
Second, I will.
If I'm being honest,
I'll
I
watch
don't
anything
love that
with
with the Dawson.
with Kristen Ritter.
Yeah, with the Dawson.
Yes.
That was
That
a
was
really
such a good show.
That show deserved to last
What
longer than it did.
what channel was that on?
ABC.
That was
I
was
'Cause
it
that
ABC?
was
I
on
thought
a-
it was Fox.
think it was ABC.
It was
ABC.
on a channel
Weird.
that it wasn't worth its time on.
That sounds like
Yeah.
ABC.
Yeah, it was on a channel that too many moms watch.
Here's the thing. ABC and ABC Family are so inextricably linked that there's no way that you could get away with
Right.
Don't trust the bitch in
Exactly.
Apartment
Don't
23.
trust the
Yeah.
beep
Yeah.
in apartment
It-
Same thing
it
as shit
really
my dad
was
says.
pushing
Someone
the
put that
line.
on fucking
Yeah, like
basic
it's not
cable.
a
and
bad
like, are you
network because
serious?
Modern Family's awesome and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is awesome.
True.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to knock the network, but
Nope,
but yeah,
nope,
Don't
nope,
Trust
nope,
the Bee
nope,
should have been on Comedy Central.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
or
that
like
would've
FX
worked
or
really
something.
well.
Because Broad City's basically taken
Oh yeah.
over
yeah.
that genre of show, but
You know,
does it
that's
better.
I like Broad City, but Don't Trust the Bee was way better.
I still
Personally.
need to give Broad City a chance.
I feel like there's
the
a
commercials are
line
so
that
obnoxious. That's the
seems
problem.
so yeah, it's hit or miss for me.
Yeah. I'm sure it's probably better than the commercials make it look.
Oh yeah.
I love Broad City so much, and I just want to put it out there in the world that I've heard a lot of people say, I'm not a young woman living in New York, so I just don't get it. But I'd like to point out to everyone that I'm not
Uh-huh.
Adorable kitty.
like
I'm definitely not.
20s to middle-aged white male, and I pretty much understand television, so that's not an excuse. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of people just don't like how.
Weird they feel about how much they want to bone Alana, even though she's weird
No,
looking.
no,
Wait,
it's
who-
they don't,
which one's
they're,
Alana?
they're
The
uncomfortable.
cute curly
with
hair
how,
one.
I think they're uncomfortable with how gross Alana and Abby are.
And how much they still want to
kind
fuck
of
them.
are.
Yes.
They kind
That's
of
the
are.
thing. They're
Yeah.
totally gross and people totally love them because they're just real people. Like, real girls are pretty gross. For real, though. You're all dating one. You've all dated one. You know.
Everyone has.
Like, we're
I mean,
just...
I want my pretty girls to be a little bit gross. I know that's just a terribly
No,
horrible
but
thing to
that's
say.
not weird about
But-
you. As someone that deals with people who want to have sex every day,
Why am I not moving?
everyone's gross. Everyone likes a little bit of gross.
Yeah.
And I don't think that people are encouraged to admit that out loud in public.
But anyway, the reason we compare Broad City to Don't Trust the Bee is because of
Oh,
our dear
shit.
friends Hannibal Buress and Eric Andre.
Our dear personal friends been on the
Featuring-
show
Our
many
dear
times.
personal friends.
Yeah, featuring similar roles on both shows. Hannibal being on Broad City and Eric Andre being on Don't Trust the Bee.
That's true.
Eric Andre, isn't he also on
The Eric Andre
Kimmy
show
Schmidt?
with Hannibal Buress.
Well, yeah.
Is he in Kimmy Schmidt? I haven't watched that
isn't,
one.
Isn't he the coffee shop guy?
Don't know, haven't
Maybe
watched
I'm
Kimmy
thinking
Schmidt.
of
That's
the wrong
Don't Trust
show.
the Bee.
That's
Oh,
Don't
that's Don't Trust
Yeah,
the Bee.
that- yeah.
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. He's great in
I'm
that.
not a big fan of Kimmy Schmidt. I tried.
I haven't
It just
watched
wasn't for
it.
I
me.
love it. She is freaking adorable.
I haven't
It's
watched
too.
it.
It's. I already have a hard enough time watching stuff like
But you
30
also
Rock
get,
and Parks and Rec because they're so bubbly and
It's, you know what it is? She is so incredibly bubbly, but if you watch the show for a couple episodes, you realize she is in stark contrast to everything else.
It's true.
Which is pretty dark.
It is also the supporting cast of that show is like so like half dimensional
Would you say it's as dark as a Pinot
that it gets
Noir?
a little painful sometimes.
Not quite that dark.
It gets a little
I also
painful
watched
sometimes.
Don't Trust the Bee right after Jessica Jones.
That's the only thing I've ever
Nice.
seen from that show.
Yes.
I like to pretend that Don't Trust the Bee is the prequel to Jessica Jones.
Is the finale for that Breaking Bad?
Which makes sense.
No, because she dies in Breaking Bad. So
I know.
That's
Yeah.
That's the end. That's
the end.
The finale
Yeah,
of that
and then
character.
Breaking Bad leads into Walking Dead.
It
which
wasn't
we
until
all know.
Defenders
there we
that
go.
Which
I
we all
realized,
know.
oh, Jack's
There's my
here.
little boy.
No, but the blonde girl
Okay,
in Don't
bye,
Trust the
Jack.
Bee, whose name I can't remember, you could just pretend she's Patsy Walker.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Trish Walker, for
Trish
all
Walker,
of you
yeah.
people
Oh, yeah, yeah.
only watching the show, not knowing who she is in the comics.
I love that they keep dropping the it's Patsy, and
Oh,
then the very end of the season
Patsy
you've got
is
fucking Purple
going
Man.
to get her own spin-off show. She has to.
I just love the fact that they keep dropping that constantly. She hates it. And last episode, here's Purple Man, and just like, oh, for God's sake, it's Patsy. It's like,
Basically, her whole shtick is she's basically
she's an abused child star.
How did you
Yeah.
catch up to me?
she's like Betty, and her friend Hetty Wolf is like Veronica,
Yeah,
and they basically have like Archie comics written about them.
yeah.
Except they're all real, and what you don't know in between the panels is that, like, her mom, who's writing all the comics, was like extremely abusive toward her, and like, you know, like made her like do all these things so she could write stories about them and sell comic books.
Yeah.
And so it's like weird, like a weird dark Archie that they're already doing on the CW. I know.
Oof.
With Riverdale.
Wait,
be-
they're
I'll be
doing.
honest.
I would like to
Oh,
see
yeah.
Riverdale.
I've heard it's not good. I've heard it's kind of really not good.
Yeah, I heard the same thing about Smallville, but I
I
was
have a
already
really good friend
fascinated by that.
who has been reading Archie comics since I met her in. She was in 7th grade. I was in 8th grade, and
So 4 years ago.
basically, but like, she's. I mean, maybe she doesn't keep up now, but like through college, she was keeping up with like Archie comics regularly. And
Yeah.
when I was little and I was sick, my mom would buy me comics, and sometimes it would be an Archie comic. But I really like thought that was interesting that someone was like that invested in the Riverdale like life.
Yeah.
And
they'd
so
be
I
like,
wonder
"This
what
needs to be
she
a
thinks about it, because like
modernized TV show."
there's no way she hasn't checked out the TV show
Why didn't you blow up?
because of how involved she was. You know what I mean? I should get her way in.
Oh man, oh Jesus Christ! Fuck, man. I don't know why he's been giving us more and more trouble on every substitute. How awful would it be if it was like his difficulty scaled up with the number of total points he
You
got?
know what? I'm starting to wonder if that's the case, to be honest.
Because it seems like the first couple times we just breezed through him,
Yeah.
and now he's just like taking fucking
you're also
hit after
I've
hit.
been
more
wondering
whiskey
if
with these
there's some kind
playthroughs.
of AI
Also true.
aspect of this. Like,
I don't like the judgmental
Oh.
tone in your voice.
what
never
what did
finished-
he say? I didn't even
I'm
hear.
not judging you. I'm just saying your gameplay's probably getting worse.
I've
Mine would.
there you go. I never finished the thought from earlier. Torchwood.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Season 1, Monster of the Week, very Buffy style. Season
Right.
2, still Monster of the Week, very Buffy style, with the added bonus of a loose arc through the season, guided by James Marsters, who appears in the first episode, sets them on a path, meets up with them again at the end of the season. They leave a lot of things hanging, and then the show went off the air for like 2-3 years, and then came back with season 3.
Is he Captain Jack's handler?
No, but he's part of the actually
Handler.
sort of a little bit.
Police, you get the term Monster of the Week?
Yes, because literally every anime ever.
Yeah, Power Rangers does it.
Yep. Everything from Japan is
True,
that.
but like as far as like live
I didn't even have a
action-
chance to get up.
Shit, yeah.
Wow.
Short version. Season 3, they partnered up with Stars and made it a co-American production, and everyone went, ooh, I don't really know about this. Oh, no, sorry. No, Season 3, they did it on their own. They did a 5-part miniseries called Children of Earth, and it took place over 5 days. It was a much higher production thing. Like, it looked like a movie compared to the TV show from before. Really good, incredibly fucking dark, like even by Torchwood standards.
Really?
One day, all the children start chanting, "We are coming, we are coming, we are coming," and then they stop, and everyone is doing it in English, which people notice real quick is like, that's weirder. Like, okay, and it's like this alien invasion just starts, and it's one where like they're basically like, "Yo, we can just come down and destroy this planet." So, And like it's weird because rather than looking at it from an action standpoint, it's looking at it from almost a more bureaucracy standpoint of like, how would the planet actually deal with a straight up like first encounter style like someone is coming down and trying to
If it
negotiate
wasn't
not being
poorly,
killed.
I don't believe shit.
Yeah.
If
But
we
that's the thing.
win, it's wrong.
It focuses heavily on it focuses heavily on a lot of like the politicians that
Yeah.
are like super
Yeah.
selfish and like self-focused and like fucking it up because they're more concerned
Orange.
about themselves and stuff.
Yeah.
The fourth season is called Miracle Day. That's the co-production with Stars and an American thing. Takes place both in the UK and America. It adds a couple of cast members that are American, and the idea is one day suddenly people stop dying. Like no matter what happens to them, they just don't. In the first episode, there's someone who was caught in a house fire and their body is burned to like almost nothing, and they're still sitting there alive.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's the worst kind of not done.
Everybody's able to
I want a
survive
good movie
except
about
Captain
that.
Jack, who is now actually able to be hurt and not heal, and is the only mortal on Earth.
That's
I
nuts.
really like
It's a
that
10
concept
episode
though, an
series.
anti-zombie apocalypse where just no one can die.
Yeah.
So like crime is
It's
just
a much
rampant.
bigger problem.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like I can survive anything.
I can do what I
And
want, and I can't get.
The
in trouble for
longer that
killing
goes
anybody.
on, the more
Yeah.
resources start to get strained. Like
Right.
even just a single year makes a big difference on that. And like so they're trying to figure out what caused it and how to stop it.
That's
and they
what
left
you call
the door.
a cancer apocalypse.
Yeah. They left the door open for a 5th season, but they never came back to it. They did say that if they do a 5th season, it's going to be the last one. It's going to close out Torchwood. But Russell T. Davies has yet to really focus on it yet, so I don't know.
I hope the mic didn't.
Anyway,
I
we've
really hope
been
the mic
sitting
did
on this
pick that
results
up.
screen for like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
hour. So,
Did you even get the Cirque saw that round?
oh yeah, did you ever build a Cirque saw?
No.
Oh,
No, I didn't. I feel that I've passed my bourbon limit, and now
yeah.
like we're over the hump and on the downward slope.
oh no.
And all I can think about is James Marston.
Marsters.
Oh boy.
What?
Marsters.
Mar-
Yeah,
Marsters.
James Marsden.
Marsters.
James
sorry.
Marsden
is
is
someone else.
Cyclops.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. the
James-
pretty boy
James
from
Marsden.
X-Men.
James Marsters. Yeah.
Oh man.
No,
Piccolo-
my I
Piccolo
remember
from
my
Dragon Ball
mom told me
Evolution.
James Marsters
Oh,
was
no.
Cyclops.
One
in
of his
X-Men.
finest performances.
Oh no.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
That's
So,
something that we got to
it
do
was-
deep and chill of sometime.
It was the
Yeah.
live action Dragon Ball
the
movie.
horrific horror.
It was horrible,
Now,
but
here's-
they somehow
Ooh.
wrote James Marsters to play.
You know what?
Piccolo.
You know what comparison we need to make sometime is which is worse, Dragon Ball Evolution or the Death Note movie on Netflix.
Okay,
on that
I
note,
watched the
we'll
Death
see
Note
you
movie.
next time.